Unbelievable scenes. Unbelievable scenes. Welcome, everybody, to the round 16 FanCams. And shit. This could have been a totally different vibe, and it was probably on the way to being a completely different vibe. The game needed a hero, and Matty Cottrell was the hero. I mean, goodness me. Shad's put the photo up there. I mean, oh my God. What was that? That was, I don't even know what to say. Shad, what are you doing, mate? I don't even know what to say at the moment. This is not healthy, guys. This is not healthy for the heart. This is not healthy to be doing it like this. We need to be winning games of football normally. Please, can we please win games of football normally? We give up 7 straight goals. It was just looking terrible, and we found a way. Look, we found a way. Shad, if there's anybody in there ready to go already, shoot them through. I'm going to send the links now for you guys to join for the FanCams. Just remember, guys, come and have your passion, come and have your say. Don't get too personal with your criticisms. Be respectful, but show all your passion as we start now. Mr. Rafi.
Terry, you handsome devil. How are you?
Mate, this club's going to be the end of us. Seriously, it's going to be the end of us.
It's just like, I can't take this anymore. Like honestly, there was one stage where, like, I think when Sydney had scored their 6th or 7th consecutive goal, I actually took my Guernsey off and threw it at the wall, much to the disgust and ire of my wife. Like, I think she's printing divorce papers now. But oh man, I feel like I've just been at the gym and smashed out a session. I'm just exhausted.
Man, exhausting. Exactly right. It's emotionally exhausting being a supporter.
It is. And I was like this close to just turning the TV off and I don't know, like watching South Park or something. It was just like, for goodness sake, 6 or 7 consecutive goals. Jesus Christ.
Oh, mate. Before I can, I mean, it's so hard doing these and keeping composed after a game like that, because it had everything, you know, the classic Carlton frustration, the death of what we look like. I mean, we looked so bad in so many ways, and then
we did.
You know, we find a way to grind it out, and you know, credit to them. I know it's a poor performance for the most part, but listen, winning is everything, you know.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, at the beginning of the 2020 season, I said, I don't care who we win against. I don't care where the wins are. I don't care how much the wins are by. I just want wins on the board. And that's kind of what, like, you know, wins like this. It's just like my heart's racing. I've probably got a few more gray hairs. May have to nip to the hairdresser on the weekends. But like we're getting the wins, and that's the important thing.
It is the most important thing. There's still so much we need to get right. But I mean, look, the win's the win. We take the 4 points and we move on.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, like we weren't really that good, save for a couple of players, but we managed to grind it out. And like you say, like we won. You know, we got the win, and that's the most important thing. But like at some stage, we made Sydney look like world beaters. Like. It was like we were playing top of the ladder or something.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Yeah, just oh man, just
Who was your? I know it's right after the game, but who was your best?
Sorry.
No, I feel you. Give me quickly before I let you go. Who was your best player on the ground?
Best player, again, I'd probably say Sam Walsh. I mean, he absolutely worked his navy blue backside off. I can't believe that guy is 20 years old and Gary Lyon thinks he's pick 7. Pick 7?
We're gonna get to it. Don't worry about that.
Yeah. But if I had to do like a 3-2-1, I'd probably say Walshy at number 3, I'd probably say Plowman at number 2 because I thought he worked Tom Papley really quite well. And of course, Matty Cottrell gets the 1 vote, gets the match-winning goal, and what a celebration! You could see how much it meant to him.
Bagger at heart, he bleeds blue, mate.
Oh yeah. He grew up idolizing the Blues, and he's starting to play like it as well. So
awesome, mate. Well, great to chat with you. Thanks for joining. I'll speak to you over the next few days.
Good night. Bye.
See you, legend. Black Carrot has made a $70 donation. Thank you very much, Black Carrot. He says, that's the baggers we needed to see. How's our mongrel lifetime bag of Cots getting it done for the passionate and the community? He's also made another $20 donation here. Black Carrot, you're out of control. How's the grey goal squared up by Nunes, the performance against the Hawks, and this last 2 weeks' losses? Glad we saw the leaders stand up and Cotters get that goal. Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. Chris Beach, hello, my friend.
What's going on, Terry?
Oh man, I can't take this much longer, mate. It's never easy, is it?
Oh, mate, I'm still not going to have this hair up on my head after that first quarter. I thought I was going to rip it out because, 7 goals down. There's probably not many times we're coming back from that. So I'm glad it's come away our turn this time and not gone against us like it did against the Demons.
Well, it was very similar to the Demons, wasn't it? The 7 straight goals before we kick one. And it was kind of like, just a real slump on the couch, or just real like, oh my God, they're not even caring. There's no effort. And then, look, we're good enough, we're capable, but there's just there's an inability to know what to do, I guess. But end of the day, the game needed a moment, and young Cottrell will have that moment for the rest of his life. And it's one of those things that you'll just remember.
Well, then I'm going to say 2 things to that. He's one of our own. Matty Cottrell, he's one of our FN own. And then he's getting this nickname from me, the Red Incredible Hulk. Did you see those bolts on his arms?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, look at him. He got a mirror on.
Tell me that does not look like the Red Incredible Hulk.
Oh, mate, it was phenomenal. I mean, you could say that we got lucky in a sense, but end of the day, you got to earn your luck. You get what you deserve. I kind of thought we, in terms of the contest, we were winning it for the most part, but we just couldn't get that scoreboard pressure. And then finally, it seemed to happen. And then Cripps finally kicks his goal that we've been asking for, and it seemed to just flow on from there.
Well, again, just on that. I reckon that inspired us. Him kicking that goal from around the corner. Okay, normally people would have probably gone to drop punt, but he realised he hasn't been good with the drop punt, so he thought, righto, let's go around the corner and try and get it around properly. Thankfully, it paid off.
Absolutely.
And then Walshy, whatever else we can say about Walshy, he's probably going to be top 2 for our best and fairest this year. Easy. I don't care if he wins it. He's probably going to be top 2 for me.
Yeah, he's right up there. Mate, great to chat with you. Absolutely great to chat with you. You have a great one. I'll speak to you soon.
No worries, mate. Speak to you soon.
See you, Ledge. So, guys, probably once...
Guys, we're back on the winner's circle. Easy done, boys. How fun's that? Hey. Easy. Heart, passion, bit of integrity. Fucked about in the first half. Just drove it home. Cottrell. Fucking Blue Boys. What did I say? Bit of passion. Little bit of fucking giving a shit. And what did he do? He fucking did it. Love that little ginger. Probably my favourite ginger of all time. What a player. Just love it. Not surprised. I'm hard on them in defeat. Even harder when they win. Fucking proud of that.
Yeah, mate, they dug deep. They found a way. There's so much that we need to get right, and we know that. It's not a secret. It was very poor at times. It was disastrous at times. I checked in on you at quarter time because I was just worried, and then it got worse and worse, and then I mean, we're down by 40 odd points. It's a comeback story. It's a great win. I kind of don't want to get too caught up in it because there's still so much that didn't go right. But hey, we're here for wins. We all put the winning on the agenda. Black Carrot with another $10. Thank you, mate. And that's really what it was. And the game needed a moment. And can I just say, Cottrell and Tom DeConing stepping up in the fourth.
Oh, mate, I mean, it was our young core. We talk about every week we need our experience to step up. Well, fuck the experience. Let's create a new breed of superhumans. TDK was phenomenal. I thought, and let me give a big shout out to my boy, SPS. I said, play with a bit of fun. Enjoy yourself. We had a bit of a cheeky dab. There was the secret handshake. And fuck me, he played in the midfield and he played well. Who would have thunk it? A midfielder playing in the midfield, kicking arse and taking names. SPS is back. If I ever see SPS back at halfback, I'm dragging him to the midfield myself. Fuck it. I will drag him there. But let's talk about the big player this week. And that is, I'd like to say a big thank you to Lockie Plowman, who not only has packed Tom Papley's bags, but he's actually put him in his pocket to take him back to Icon with him. That's what a fucking great bloke you are, Lockie Plowman. What a great bloke. Tell you what, I don't even want Papley after that game, but I bet you Papley wants to sign because he'll be scared of Lockie Plowman. Like, he's going to need some serious counselling when he signs for Carlton to see that guy every day, because he's going to be the face of his nightmares. I mean, let's be honest, right? It was a little bit like Pommy when he was 18 in a nightclub. He talked a big game. He said he was going to take home a 10 out of 10. Well, guess what? It wasn't the best looking bird, but we did pull. And 10 years later, I'm happily married to that woman. So there it is. That was the Carlton performance. And let's hope they do what Pommy did. Meet the wife and then suddenly get married. Because it's going to be a long, happy time when we win flags, baby. Let's kill it. Come on. We're back, baby. Winners Cullen.
Oh, man. My heart is Black Carrot with another 20. That's $100 total from Black Carrot. Thanks a lot, mate. He says, Plowman on Papley and Pom's commentary. He's bought us a beer, Pom. Yeah. Oh, I'm struggling.
Jesus Christ, man.
Oh, mate.
This time last week, I was looking at the time of Bunnings opening so I could get some rat poison and bleach and end it all. Right? This week, I'm like, let's just watch the replay. Let's get around it. How fucking good's this? Because they grounded a win out, and that's what we've been asking.
Yep.
Grind wins out, and they ground it. It wasn't a pretty performance by no means. Does it gloss over how crap that performance was at times? But they dug deep. And that is the first lesson we said. Last week in our show, we said we want them to show us they've learned a lesson. And they've learned a lesson. They ground it. We've lost games like that in the last 2 weeks. They did what was needed. And that's the bare requirement of this football club. Do enough. Yeah. Wasn't great.
Find a way to win.
And I will celebrate like that's a 60-point win, because that's the first time I've seen it from this group of men. First time. So let's get around it. So they watch this and they're like, you know what? Fuck, we'll do it again. Love it.
Oh, gosh. No, that's good. You're right. I mean, I found myself in the fourth quarter saying, we've been here before, 7 goals in a row. We've been in this situation in fourth quarters. Can we please find something? And we did it. It almost went pear-shaped when that umpire paid that free kick to Louis Taylor, which was a terrible free kick. But anyway, we take the win. We have to win next week, and we move on. So that's really what it is. We had to find a way, and we found a way.
It was said in my stream, you know, a lot of people saying we've been on the receiving end of these defeats. We have been the opposition where we've outplayed them and they haven't been good. This week, to me, that's the biggest lesson these guys have learned, that what won us that game wasn't your Mark Murphy, wasn't your Patrick Cripps, wasn't your Doc. Doc was fumbly in the fourth. It was our young players stepping up. And that, to me, what excites me, it was our young blokes who got us over. It was our Cottrells, it was our Walshes, it was our guys. Setterfield. For me, that is a good sign, because if them young players can get that confidence, that's what we need. That's what you need. And I'm so proud of them because they dug deep. I've watched games where we fucked that up. And Jesus, they deserve that. I'm proud. And I think everyone should be proud. Let's forget about how ineffective, how shit we were. We'll cover that properly. Let's just enjoy the moment. They've fallen over the fucking line. They've stolen a win. They've stole it. We've nicked it. Love it.
Yep. Awesome, mate. Love your thoughts. I'll chat to you when this is all done. You have a great night, my friend. Get yourself a nice bubble bath going.
I will do. Love you all. Love you all.
See you, Ledge. Gox93's made a $15 donation. He says, SPS in the midfield from now on. Plowman shut all the haters. Walsh is a beast. 162 ranking points. Thank you, Gox. Ben.
Yo, Terry, what's up?
What up, bruv? What's going on?
Oh, mate, I can't believe that we've come back from 39 points. It's great. But
how did we do it? What happened? How did we do it?
Well, Cripper he's finally kicked the goal that we've all wanted him to kick, and that I reckon that's flicked a switch, and we've kicked 3 goals after that, and got
it was a sign, wasn't it? He finally got the damn goal that we needed him to kick. And I don't know if it was the spark. I felt like it just got to a certain point where it was like, surely it can't get worse than this, and they just found a way. It wasn't pretty. There's a lot that we didn't do right, but end of the day, we got the win. We found a way.
Yeah. I've just got a note here. Samo, best game since round 1. He played in midfield. He played well. He was great, and it shows like he shouldn't be a backman. He's not a backman.
Yeah. He played with a bit of a spark tonight, didn't he? He just seemed to have more energy.
I've got it there. Ferocity. He had some ferocity. He had a spark about him.
Yeah. No, absolutely, mate. Well, great to chat to you again. You come in nice and early. I like it. I like your style.
Yeah. All right. Cheers, Derek.
Have a great one, Ledge. Take care, brother.
Right. See ya.
Love it, Benny. Bryce Riches.
Mate, how you going?
Not Bryce Riches. Bryce Riches. Hello, mate.
I tell you what, games like this, it's hard to keep a 4-month-old asleep. We're trying to, keep quiet. But bloody hell, the first half was so disheartening, and then to see that comeback was just, amazing. If you watch the second half, when we come out of the back line, players like Martin, SBS, even Murphy, their run, they'd lead, come back, and just keep pushing across the ground. It was just fantastic to see the effort. I think those little things that you don't always see on TV, but we got to see that side of it. It was really good. So it's great to see that passion, and maybe we're wet weather specialists. Seems to be that these wet weather games, we just get over the line somehow.
It's funny because we seem to just bomb it inside 50 with no real purpose, right? And then once the rain started, all of a sudden that type of entry inside 50 is probably what you want to be doing. So that sort of played into our hands. But it's not that I haven't enjoyed the win. I've enjoyed the win, but I was so down and out. Midway through the second, I was dead. I was like, oh my God. And enjoying the win. I'm sure I will. As these FanCams keep going, give me 30 minutes. I'll enjoy it. But goodness me, we didn't make it easy for ourselves.
I mean, if we only watched the second half again, you'd be bloody happy. So. It's good things to see. And I still think we've got to give Simo that one more year. If Dustin Fletcher can play to 40, he can keep going. He keeps a cool head. I mean, it's going to be hard next year. I can't see him playing every game next year. We've got to get this youth in somehow. But we need that experience down there. And I think he's just one of those players that week in, week out has played for the jumper. And that's what we need to see, I think, to show these young boys, how to play for the Blues. Yeah.
What do you think of young Tom de Koning's fourth quarter?
Oh, absolutely sensational. Cruiser, I don't think he's got any chance of coming back. I probably like the fact that we rested him. Was it last week we rested him? He's a young boy, and playing in a ruckman role is a hard job on his body. So I understand what they're trying to do with him, and it's good that now we can start to bleed him through, hopefully for the rest of the year. And then next year, you're probably looking at him to be that number 1 ruckman week in, week out. with just that little bit of support. So it's fantastic to see him come up and up and up the ranks, especially when I think most of our supporters have probably wanted him in a bit sooner than when he's come through. So
awesome, mate.
That's great.
Great chatting with you. Thanks for joining.
Thanks, mate. Cheers, mate.
See you, mate. Oh, yes, sir. Rocco, how's your heart, mate?
That's it, boy. Mate, that first half, mate, that was like, it was going to be a different conversation now, right? For that.
It was.
And then it changed, you know. And mate, I told you, this is about moments. This is about moments, mate. Who owns those moments? Cripper. Mate, he owned that moment. He took that ball, mate. He kicked that goal, and that's where it all started, man. 7 possessions in that second quarter. He showed the way, you know. Yeah, he done a few mistakes, but he showed the way. And then there were moments throughout the game, you know what I mean? There was, I bloody written them down. There were moments in the game, you know. There was Dockett, he took a tackle, and there was a strong mark there by, I can't even remember anymore, man. There was this strong mark, there was strong tackles, there were moments, and naturally, there's the control, you know, like he gets up there, mate, he takes the mark, he kicks the goal. This is what it's about. But I don't want the Blues now. I don't want to just say hang your head on this, mate. This must be a standard now. This is the standard, yeah? We came hard, man, in that second half, and this is what I like. This is the Blues. This is the hard, mate. This is what I want. Yeah. I want those moments.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, you look at the size of Cottrell. Yeah, he's a small, skinny fella, but you're right, mate. You've hit the nail on the head. How much do you want it?
Mate, that's it, mate, and that's all it's about. How much do you want it? You know, like Codgel, man, he went up, he took that mark, and he wanted to kick that goal. Things like Walsh, man, that Walsh is a gun, man. I swear, if it wasn't Cribbs, he should be captain. That bloke, man, he's a 19-year-old, and he's showing everybody the way it's played, this game, man. He wants the victory, man. You had Cottrell, naturally. You had, mate, the big Casbolt. Mate, he had a good game tonight, man. He come hard, the bloke. He came hard. You know, that's what we wanted. You know, Wiedering, again, showing us the way. DeConnie, that's your boy. That's the way you do it, young. Keep on going. Wow. Be a gun.
What a fourth quarter from him.
There was heaps, but there's one. I'm going to have one criticism. McGovern, mate. Come on, you're better, mate. What did he have? Like 3 or 4 possessions, man. He does nothing, that bloke. Seriously, man, just do something, mate. Like, seriously, man. He lets the whole team down, you know. But that's really the only downfall from tonight, man. This is what we want, man. I'm stoked, mate. This is. I'm lost for words, man. Usually I've got a million things today. They shut me up. That's what we want. Shut me up. Shut me up. Give me possession and I'll shut up. Man, remember that?
No, you messaged me before the game. You were sort of saying, I'm worried it's going to paper over the cracks, and we had a good conversation. End of the day, this is about winning and winning only. It's going to be ugly for now, but it has to be a win, and we've got to build off that for next year. It was a non-negotiable.
We can build off this, man. We can build off this. Again, man, it was moments, man, and I can't go through them all. I can't remember, but there were moments in that game, man, that people took it on and they wanted the ball, and this is what it's about. This is our club, mate. Before I go, I'm going to finish off, man. I watched the movie the other day, right? And tell me if this reminds you of something. Someone stood in front of the whole team and he said this, man. We find out that life is a game of inches, eh? And so is football, eh? I mean, 1/2 of a step too far, 1.5 of a step too close, and you don't make it. 1 second too fast, 1 second too slow, and you don't mark it. These inches we need are everywhere, in every quarter, in every minute, in every second. In this team, we fight for those inches. In this team, we we tear ourselves and everyone apart for those inches, because we know that when we put all those inches together, it's the difference between winning and fucking losing. It's between living and dying. In this team, we fight together. Come on, Blues.
Love it, mate. I'll speak to you afterwards. Have a great night.
Let's do it. See ya. Go Blues.
See you, legend. Black Carrot with another 10. You're out of control. Jake Horvath with another $10 donation. He said, I was an all right game. Some things that they need to work on. Definitely, mate. E. Kicker says, hey, Terry, great game. Shout out to Simpson and Plowman for playing as well. As people were saying, drop them for some reason, but Jacob has to be all Australian. Go Blues. Thank you very much, mate. I have got halves.
Tez, first time caller, long time listener. And that's got to be about the hardest act to follow on YouTube, doesn't it, really? Rocco?
After Rocco, win or loss, mate, it's a tough one. I'll back you in, though.
Just get him a channel. He'd get new interviews.
Talk to me, mate. How'd you enjoy it? Well, I don't know. Did you enjoy it?
It was stressful, very stressful for the first half. I just had this little feeling throughout the game that we were going to get back into it. I didn't think it was going to be we weren't going to get blown away. I just knew we'd get back into it. I like when the rain starts to fall. I agree with Pommy. I reckon, I don't know, the rain starts to fall. Maybe we're a wet weather specialist outfit. But tell you what, rain or shine, Tom de Koning below his knees. I've seen him at Brunswick Woolies, and the man is massive. He is a huge, tall lad. And the fact that he can get that close to the ground, going at that speed, find targets, and just sort of know intuitively how to do the right thing, he just gets the ball moving in the right way. And he's Tom de Koning. He's the one to watch for the future for mine.
Mate, you've nailed it. I mean, it's not that you don't listen, the 22 that go on the field, you expect them all to play their role. But if you had to ask me who was going to be one of the 3 or 4 that really took their moments in the fourth, I probably wouldn't have had Tom up there. I would have thought he's just got to compete. He's still learning his way. He found something. He found something.
Prime mover in that last quarter. He was a mover and a shaker, and it was just so good to see. And the long blonde hair. He's a cult hero in the making.
Oh, he's beautiful. He's a cult figure already, isn't he?
Speaking of cult figures, what about Big Red? I reckon that might be the first redhead to kick a goal since Lance Whitnell for Carlton. He was one of a couple. He was a strawberry blonde, but yeah, tell you what, Matty Cottrell, that was a goal for just about every childhood blue bagger. He kicked a goal for me tonight. It was sort of like the ultimate.
There's a bit of us. There's a bit of all of us in him, isn't there? Because he's not flashy. He's just an honest guy, an honest bloke, honest footballer. And to have that moment, how small he is, and to take that pack mark when our forwards couldn't really do it, and you know, I'm just stoked for him. I'm stoked for all of us.
It's his 5th game, and you could just see in the celebration. That's not just the celebration of a guy that loves playing footy. That's the celebration of a guy who gets to play for the team he grew up barracking for. He knows what it means to wear the Carlton jumper and to basically worship the navy blue growing up all through his whole life. It's great. You can't put a price on that. That's so nice to see.
No, you hit the nail on the head, mate. Hit the nail on the head. Listen, it's been great chatting with you. Thanks for joining. Hopefully catch you again, mate. Have a great one.
I'll be back. Go Blues.
Love it. See you, mate. Love it. On your halves.
Hey, Terry.
Yo. Hey, bruv. What's going on?
Man. Oh, man. Not much. It's crazy. What a crazy game. Like, I cannot believe that we fell over the line. Unbelievable. Yeah.
Had a bit of everything. Disappointment, anger, so much fucking anger, mate.
Nearly broke my phone. Actually, I messaged you guys like after the first quarter. I was so angry. But like we worked our way back, and SPS, man, he was good. He was so good. Plowman, so good. Simo, so calm. Murph, so good. Kudos to the leaders tonight. They did really well. They did lead. Cripps, unbelievable. It was good.
Yeah. He broke the duck, finally kicked his goal. Samo's probably the one that is going to get spoken about a lot, and rightly so. I mean, end of the day, let's just be clear. We love our players. We love them. Yeah. And you know, we've been criticising Samo a bit because he just hasn't been performing to what we know he can. But whether he's a defender or a midfielder, for me, it's just about can he just play with the spark and energy? And I just felt that it was there tonight.
Yeah, I agree. He had heart all night. He put his head over the ball, which he hasn't been doing. Like, this last 6 weeks, he's been so down. And it's like, man, it made me happy that he tried hard. I was a big fan tonight of SPS. But Plowman, man, I can't believe people hate the guy. Like, he is so good. He's so underrated. The 1%ers, like, he killed Papley tonight. I love Papley. He's a jet, but he killed him. Like,
yeah, he's got to get full credit for it. Full credit to Plowman.
For sure, for sure.
Love it, mate. Yeah. Great to chat with you. It's good to put a face to the name. I've seen your name, but I haven't actually seen your face. So
yeah, first time. I try, but always seem to get on too late. But that's all right. Lucky tonight.
Yeah, love it, mate. You have a great one.
You too. Take it easy.
See you, mate. Ruben West, thank you very much for the $4.50. Alex.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
What a celebration.
Yeah.
I was just proud of the boys because, 7 goals down. We needed a spark. We've done it before, and, it's just habits of, being down and getting back into it. It's crazy. Credit to the backline tonight. I thought the backline was incredible. I think we concede a lot of goals that we shouldn't. The first goal, what was the first goal? McLean should be just an easy spoil from Jones. And then the second goal, Wiedering, normally would spoil that over the line. So they were just a couple goals and even a few others as well. We shouldn't be conceding, but just Samo tonight was brilliant. Tom de Koning, what a man. He was brilliant. Walsh, one of the best games he's ever played in a Carlton jersey. Jack Noons, brilliant third quarter. He really got us back in the game there in the third quarter. Brilliant win. Massive win for us.
9 touches and a goal for Noons in the 30. He finds a way to kick a goal. He's a goal kicking mid. 12 goals for the year. It's a massive return.
Yeah. So, great.
Who was our best for you? If you had to give your best on ground, I know it's
our best.
It's so quick after the game, but who was your best player?
Jacob Wiedering.
Yep.
If he does not make All-Australian, I'm not following footy anymore. No way. Wiedering was just, McLean had, who was it? McLean or Reed? I don't know who he played on. I think McLean, 2 touches, kicked a goal, first touch of the game, and then didn't touch it afterwards. Wiedering had 16 touches. He could be our future captain, Jacob Wiedering. He just leads the back line. Plowman. God, Plowman stood up. All those Plowman haters, just get out of here.
Love it, mate. Love it.
Brilliant.
Yeah. No, it was good. It was a good night for him for sure. But thanks for joining, mate. Great to chat with you.
Take care, mate. Get around it.
See you, man. Fuck yeah.
Gotcha, mate.
Shad Daddy.
Cheers, mate.
Alex Kayafa, mate. Just another night, another quick, easy win.
Just easy dubs, man. Easy dubs. You know how it is, man. I don't understand. We had literally no right to win that football game after what we dished out in that first quarter and a half. Absolutely no right. I'm still in utter shock how we just won that football game. I honestly can't believe it. Man, I'll tell you what. I'm turning 28 this year. This club are going to give me grey hairs by the age of 30. It's pretty. The heart palpitations, man. It's ridiculous.
It was very similar to the Geelong game. Obviously, I was very happy that we won both games, but it hasn't really sunk in. Cottrell's goal is a bit numb for me, to be honest, because it happened, it was great, and then Louis Taylor gets the free kick, and I just thought, not like this, like surely not like this. And then I'm conflicted because part of me is like, no, we probably deserve not to win this game because of how poorly we started. And then, look, we'll take it, mate. It's all about winning.
Man, that non-free kick, I was just setting myself up for heartbreak. I was like, surely not that this would just be us, that we do all this hard work, come back, and then one moment's just going to kick our ass. But thankfully it went our way for once. And, mate, Matty Cottrell channeling his inner Giannis.
Oh, mate. Yeah, there's not a lot of him, but he took his moment. He probably didn't have the best game, but he had the best moment.
And football, sport in general, game of moments. It's all moments, and Cottrell took his moment, and we'll be forever thankful for him for it. Man, Lockie Plowman, you know, as we like to say in Tez, dude put the clamps on Tom Papley tonight. Absolutely shut him down to a T. Mate, Sam Walsh and Wiedering, oof, man, the future's so bright with those two. They are genuine stars. All those people that are sitting out there redrafting the 2018 draft that aren't even putting Walsh anywhere near the top 5 need to bloody get in a room and never come out again. Absolute disgrace. Absolute disgrace. He is a superstar already, and the kid's only 20. Man, he's special.
Yeah, love it, mate. Love it. So was Walsh your best on tonight?
Oh, yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah.
His running power, his ability to find the ball. You know, he had 10 score involvements tonight. He kicked this goal. You know, he's unreal, man. We did not. I can safely say we did not screw that pick up.
Yeah, thank goodness.
Yeah, thank goodness.
Awesome, brother. Great chatting with you.
All right, man. Have a good one. Go Blues.
You too, bro. Fuck yeah, go Blues. Legend. Absolute legend that man is. Oh, yes. Mr. Marin. Mark.
I feel free. The mask is off. It's free. I feel free. I know what we still have to wear it, but at the same time, I'll tell you, you heard it from Alex before. Grey hairs, heart attacks, a cut to my left hand. I should have had a cut by the right hand and stitches in the head after the start that we dished up. But the character of this side where, you know, moments, seizing that opportunity, as you heard from so many of the other supporters that you've had on your show tonight, that's simply all it was. You know, we've had 8 games this year decided by 10 points or less. That's 8. That's half. How we played 15 games? There you go. Half of our season has been by 10 points or less. And what could have been if, you know, you looked at the game tonight, it reminded me of the Melbourne game. They got the first 7 goals. Funny enough, they kicked 1 goal only in the second half, and they kicked 1 point in the last quarter. That happened to win them by a point. With tonight, the same thing happened. Goal down at 3-quarter time. And obviously, they kicked the first 7 of the game. You thought, what if? But then we strung 4 goals just out of nowhere because we started to play more of the wet weather footy. Kick the ball off the ground, gain a bit more meters, create a bit of chaos. And it happened throughout the entire game. I just want to also have a quick shout out to the Rocco, pisser of a bloke, the way he was just saying how he thinks. I just wanted to give him a bit of a shout out right there. He just kept on banging the table like no tomorrow and just showing all that raw emotion. Look, just again, Tez, I'm still speechless at the same time because we shouldn't have won this game tonight after what we had dished up throughout, obviously, the first half. But you saw it from moments where, you know, Tom DeConning, definitely it was his best game all year. I thought he really got on top in the middle. Plus, he won himself a fair few centre clearances, gave it off to Kerner, your setters, your crippers, Murphs, the list goes on. Really, if I had a top 5, definitely DeConning, Walsh, Wiedering, definitely Harry Mackay. I know he got his couple of goals by deciding to snap the ball where he'd be wanting to obviously take the proper drop punt approach, but he still provided that target that we've all been craving for. And look, Cripper, again, just moments with him. I know it wasn't obviously his best game, but still he contributed as he always has throughout the year. You know, got his good snap around the body goal in the second term. He was able to get the rest of his boys around him. So happy for Matty Cottrell. He reminded me of a bit of Hulkamania with just pumping his freaking arms out like his veins were popping out, more like the veins that were popping out of my hand right here. There it is. That's the injured one. What you gonna do when Matty Cottrell runs wild on you?
Good on you, mate. Have a great night. I love this shit. I love our people. I love him. Mark, you're a legend. Jad, brother, talk to me,
shit,
mate.
I'm on. I didn't even see. I was just pissing myself at the last guy.
He's brilliant. We love him to death. How are you, mate?
Mate, I'm confused.
Yeah.
I've jotted some notes down I want to discuss with you, but first, I'm confused because I'm so angry, but I'm like relieved, and I still, and like they just reaffirmed that belief in me. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm fucking pissed off at what they can dish up, but at the same time, if there's one thing this team has shown, it's with Teague, is it's got character. Like this isn't the first time we've made a huge comeback and either lost it or won it. You know, like they've got character and things like skills and skills and recruits. You can add all that in, but if you don't have character, you're Melbourne. Do you know what I mean? Like that's a team with no character.
You know, that's actually a spot on point. You look at the Bombers, right, and you look at Melbourne, and you look at what they've dished up for their supporters. And I don't care about them because I focus on us, but there is something to take from that. We could have very easily said it's too hard now. 40 points down, it's too hard now. So we could have just thrown it in. And I know it's frustrating. It's very frustrating that they did that tonight, but we're here for wins. We're here for wins. If it's ugly, it's ugly. We're here for wins, you know?
That's it, man. But, like, it's just this thing. Like, look at, like, I watch a lot of footy because I love the game. I love analysing and comparing our list to other teams. But those two teams that you just said, Melbourne and Essendon, they don't have the character this group has. Now, I don't give a shit about, 22 best under 22 teams. Talent means fuck all if you don't have that. If you don't have that element, the ass falls out of it eventually. But one thing I wanted to ask you, two things. Did Samo play? Sorry, mate. Did Samo play split halfback and mid?
I feel like there was a change midway through second
quarter
to have been, where he got pushed up the ground. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Second one, the style. Do you think this 3 tall forward line is going to work going forward? Because it seems every time we have a good win, we haven't used that style to win. Apart from the Bulldogs game, I think, and the Geelong game, I think it really worked there. But the other wins, it just seems we always have to deviate from that.
Yeah, look, it's an unproven thing. The other hard thing as well is we want to see it with Charlie in there, really, for it to know if it's going to work. And that's the hard part because that's not in our control right now. So I don't know. The answer is I don't know. I feel like it's not working, if I'm honest, but I also feel like I can't judge it yet because Charlie's not in there, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I'm the same boat as you, but because I saw Matty Lappin put out a tweet about it, so I'm just kind of thinking, but it's going to be different with Chazza back in there. But just proud of the character they showed, mate. But the issues are there, but let's just take it and run with it, and fuck. That's character, mate. That's what they got. These guys, they got it. And Matty Cottrell, can I just say that guy? He's got balls. He's got cojones. You know what I mean? Like that guy wants the fucking moment, and we need more of him. We need to stick with him. He wants that ball in his hands. Anyway, mate. Yeah, that's all I've got to say. But go Blues, pumped.
Good on you, legend. Have a great one.
You too, mate.
See you, mate. What a star. He's a star. Cottrell Flex. Who's this going to be? Hello, mate.
Terry, what's going on, mate?
Oh, mate, I'm good. What's happening?
Not much, mate. Just really trying to get my emotions intact. Been waiting in line for a while. Kicked out a few times, but well overdue to join you in a chat.
No, it's good to have you here, mate. It's good. It's a pleasure to have you here. Let your emotions out, mate. Let them fucking flow.
Oh, mate, I will. Look, I was just trying to think. I've heard so many good points from everybody else, and the one thing I think people haven't really touched on is Jack Noons. You know, he really brings the grit to our midfield. He before this season we didn't get many goals through midfield, and he's piled them on. He goes hard at the ball. That moment where we need someone to step up in that third quarter, like you said before, 9 touches in a goal. I reckon that was massive for us. I think that was the step forward to win. Yeah.
He's not flashy, but he works hard. He seems to not get a lot of the ball at times, but he found look. A lot of people have said it tonight already. It might not be your game, but it can be your moment or your quarter.
Yeah.
And that he seemed to find that moment. He seems to find his moment every week with these goals.
And I totally agree. And look, speaking of moments, I know everyone's spoken about it, but Cottrell, I don't know about you, but he reminds me of like just a young Ed Kerno, like just the engine he has, how hard he goes to the ball. Look, the skills will come, obviously. But if he can be that kind of Ed Kerno, Mitch Robertson, just that hard nut, I think we like that. And I think we need that. And huge for him. Absolutely huge.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Give me an unsung hero for tonight. I know that there's the Walshes and whatnot. Maybe it's Cottrell. But who's your unsung hero?
Unsung hero. Oh, look, it's hard. I mean, I know this one's kind of really going out of the box here, but I reckon Zach Fisher. I mean, that first goal he got.
Yes.
That first goal he got, where he put one hand on the ball when he hit it, and just his ability to grab it on the wing and push it forward. Lots of 1%ers. I mean, I heard whispers before the match, Fisher for Papui, and you see that game, and you just see the heart of Fisher. And you saw Papui getting dominated from Plowman and just not giving up, but giving a few kind of coarse words to the umpire. So for me, I think it's Fisher. If he can keep doing that, keep bringing the pressure, especially if we're sticking with the tools up forward, we need that kind of Fisher presence, the pressure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 100%. Love it, mate. Love it. I love your Arsenal background. I love your Carlton passion.
Thanks, mate.
Looking forward to seeing you at the gym.
Thanks, mate. Yeah, I was about to say, look, I know Terry outside of this through the gym. Such a great man. If anyone's not subscribed here, please get on board. I can see the passion he puts into this every time I speak to him. So the least you can do is give him a subscription, get on board. He's a good man, Terry. Follows a good club as well.
You're a star, mate. Have a great one.
You too, mate. Enjoy.
See you, Ledge. Those of you at home, sorry if there's a bit of a backlog. Basically, the link has been shared I don't know how many times. Basically, all you got to do is hit the link. You go into a little green room. It is at capacity. Just keep trying. I don't really know who's going to be on when they come on. I just try and get through as many as possible. So if you just be patient, you might get on. I hope you will. But yeah, Max, what's up, mate?
Oh, how you going, Terry?
I'm good, mate. I'm good. I think I'm starting to feel the win. I think I'm starting to actually feel the win.
Me too, mate. Oh, how good is Sam Walsh? I'm sorry, but what an absolute gun. What a pickup.
Yeah.
What a draft choice. Oh.
Yeah, he's a generational talent, mate.
Future Brownlow winner. We thought Cripps was going to be our best player if we were going to win a premiership. I don't even think that's true anymore. How many players have got?
That's a good thing.
That's a great thing, absolutely. But
yeah, that's a good thing.
Doherty and Cripps, like in terms of like the things why we won, they both stepped up. They both played captain games. Cripps had like 18 disposals or something, but he had 9 tackles or something. The moments he was there, he kicked the goal. He got that tackle in the middle when he turned the ball over. He kicked it between 2 Carlton players to a Sydney player, and then straight away follows up and gets the ball straight back. And that was big, right in the middle of the ground in that fourth quarter. So, just watch out next year for Carlton, honestly.
Absolutely, mate. We're going to get the right people. We're going to get some good people around us. We're going to get some good guys back in. I don't want to get too carried away with the win tonight. It just needed to happen. We didn't expect it to be a come from behind, victory the way it was, but we needed to find a way to win the game no matter what. We did it. We move on. We've got 2 more games to improve. Every minute counts. And then we move on, mate.
Yeah, a win's a win. Take the 4 points. And you see, like you look at, like you was talking about Melbourne and Essendon before, you don't see where those lists are going to improve in years to come. You look at Carlton's list and you've got how many players who aren't even hitting their peak yet, who are still providing so much stuff. It's not like we're looking at Paddy Dow and Fisher last year going, oh, we've got no bodies, we're not. We're looking at Wiedering, who's 23. We're looking at Walsh, who's 19 or 20 now. Like, we're on the up. We're on the up. That's just
absolutely, mate. Great to chat with you. Have a great one.
You too.
See you, Ledge. Take it easy. For those of you at home, so these fan cams and a lot of the live streams are actually powered by Assertive Media. Now, Shad's just put the link in. Before you leave the show tonight, before you leave the fan cams and go to bed or whatever you've got to do, make sure you go and hit his channel, his Facebook page, I should say. Give it a like, give it a follow, show him some support. He does some amazing things for us. So be sure to show him some love as we move on. Shad, who's next, mate? Brett Thornton.
Mate, Jacob Wiedering's hands have more power in them than the Emperor Palpatine. Oh my God, SPS is more silky than Carol. Mate, Sam Walsh, give him the keys to the city. He's a future Brownlow medalist. And Carlton Football Club make me want to dance all night long. Yes, mate, what a win. You were never in doubt, were you?
Oh, yeah, you could say that, I guess. Something like that.
No, mate, you got to back the boys always. It's an amazing feeling. Levi, Casbolt, Fisher, Nunes. Is he a good picker? Jesus. Mate, I'm one happy boy.
Yeah, it wasn't looking great at one point. I won't lie. It was a bit of a, oh, shit, here we are again. But,
yeah,
like
it was pretty upsetting in the first quarter, but once we finished off the half well, mate, I was keen. Me and the boys were jumping up around, pumping each other up.
Yeah.
It was good.
I kind of felt even at halftime, I was like, I know we're the better team. I mean, maybe that's because I'm a Carlton supporter, but I genuinely feel like we're better than them overall.
I feel like we're better than everyone, mate. We haven't got really pumped this whole year. Honestly, I reckon we're going
it's
there.
true. We haven't been smashed.
Once we get Newman back, Kerno, we're going to be dangerous.
Yeah, it's good to have people smiling tonight because it could have been a bit different,
mate,
but it's good to see everyone.
50 points. I would have been so angry. But
Yeah.
mate, and even Liam Jones, his IQ isn't very high, but oh my God, is he tough and good?
Yeah, he has his moments. One can be really good and like he's a bit of a gladiator, and then sometimes he can just do things which make you want to pull your hair out. But mate, that's life. We love him. We love him.
We're winning next week, 100%. We can't lose the Crows. No way.
No chance. Not a chance in hell.
No, it will be a very Carlton thing to do, though.
Yeah, a lot of people have given me the same messages. They've got the PTSD ready.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, mate. Thank you for that.
All right, Ledge. Take care of yourself.
Have a good one, mate. See ya.
You too, bruv. Nicholas Jarman, welcome to Blue Abroad membership. Nick, what's up, bro?
Yeah, like I don't mean to be a naive Nancy. Just got a quick one for you today, Tez.
Sure, mate. Go for it.
Yeah, no worries. I'm very happy with the way we played in that second half, no doubt. But I just got a question, one quick thing on Mackay's goal kicking. Now, we saw those two, he kicked 2 goals. He played a good game, brought the ball to ground. But the only thing is he's going for snaps for shots that he's directly in front. I've seen that with Joe Danaher before. And I don't think his back kick is a great kick of the footy. It's like poetry in motion, the way he kicks the footy. It's great. But what do you think? Is it a confidence thing or what's going on with Harry's goal kick at the moment? Because I've seen it before with Danaher.
I think that's what he's comfortable with. I think he's one of those guys. Danaher's the same. Buddy can be the same. They're a little bit more. They probably put more better purchase on the ball when it's in general play. When it's that straight line set shot, it just doesn't work. They're not confident with it. Look, he kicks the 2. If he misses them both, we're out here lamenting him. End of the day, this is a results business for me. If he kicks the goals, I'm happy. All good. We move on. But yeah, it's a bit of a worry because there's going to come a time where the siren might go or he might not be able to play on. He's got to be able to kick a set shot. I don't know. My answer to you is they're goals, and as long as they're goals, it's all G.
Yeah, but I was going on a positive note. How well did our leader step up today? Like Sam Walsh just runs and runs and runs. Like 1 minute he's got the ball in his hand. I checked my phone for 2 seconds, and he's got the ball again, and then he's getting hand pass receive. He just runs, he doesn't stop. His opponent's puffed out. And look at Sam Walsh, he's fine. He's like this piece of cake. He just runs all day. Patrick Cripps, that tackle on Josh Kennedy in the last quarter. How good was Sam Dockley's tackle on Blakey in the right deep down the ground? That was terrific by Doc. Don't expect anything less from him. Our backline really stepped up. Apart from that Williamson kick that came up the side of his boot in the last, which nearly gave me a heart attack, I thought he played really well as well. But yeah, there was a point in that game where it was 51-all for about a good 10 minutes. There was just so much suspense. I was like, can someone just score a point at least? Like you remember how literally a good 10 minutes and the scores are level. I was like, can something happen? But nothing out of nowhere. Like what?
You're talking way too fast and you're actually lagging, which I love it because you're just up and about. But great to chat with you, mate. Have a good one, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.
Yeah, see you, mate.
See you, Ledge.
Terry.
We've got Shad Daddy. What's up, mate?
Look, their waiting room's going off. It's awesome, but I want to build this next guest up. This is a nice
Okay.
little surprise for you from me to you during
Okay.
difficult times. You ready?
I think so. I mean, I'm always ready. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm ready for it. Let's go. Who's it going to be? Oh, yeah. So everyone, this is my darling sister. What the fuck's going on, Steppy D?
Stevie D. So, I don't have any analysis of the game for you at all. I know you've missed something though, because you wouldn't have been able to see it because you jumped onto FanCams, but SPS, before they went to sing the song, flipped a bottle and it landed, and he's gone and done this like crazy dance. So when you get off this, you need to watch it. It's really good.
Okay,
It's like
I will
a
make
moment.
sure to watch it.
Yeah, watch it. Watch it.
So talk to me. Who was your best player? Who was your best player on the night?
So, I've discussed this and I'm prepared. I think Wiedering we've given votes here in this house. So Wiedering gets 1.
Yep.
SPS gets 2. And Walsh gets a 3 for us.
Love it. Love it. Well, your other half in the household is welcome to join at any time. But,
yeah, the boss.
Yeah, the boss. If the boss would like to come on, and I know he was a little bit up and about early in the game, but
yeah. Our neighbours hate us.
Yeah.
But yeah, how was it watching it in the theatre room today?
Yeah, it was great. It was fantastic. Me and Chris were loving it. Had to be quiet, but it is what it is.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
Yeah.
All right, I'll let the fans.
Well, thanks for
come on.
joining. Thanks, Steffi.
welcome.
Appreciate it. Love ya.
Love ya.
See ya. That's my kid sister, and she's an all-time legend. Yo.
What's going on, Tez?
Mate, I'm up and about, mate. I'm feeling the wind now.
Yeah, look, I wasn't going to hop on, but I've hopped on the last 2 weeks after a loss. So I thought, grow some balls, hop on when there's a win, so I don't look like a prick. But
come on, mate, you got to give us some positivity as well. We've got to get you on both ends.
Yeah, I know, but I was just going to start off, working my way through the match. The first 7 goals. Wow. Wow. I thought, as previous bloke that he said about 20 minutes ago, he was saying it reminded him of the Melbourne game that had shades of it. And look, there was an article today from old mate Kane Corns regarding leadership moments between Marcus Bontempelli last night with the touched, but it was a goal. And Paddy Cripps tonight had his moment. He had his moment tonight. And if it wasn't for that goal, it just lifted everyone. We've been bloody critical of him the last couple of weeks, if not the whole year, because his standards are so high. But we're forgetting that he's top 3 in the leading clearances, top 3 in the contested posies. And he had his moment lining up to goal. And I thought, tough angle. He can't even kick him directly in front from 30. And he went back, went around the body, slotted it, and you could just see how much it meant to him and the whole group. That was the moment that won us the game. We're screaming for a moment where we just needed a little bit of composure. That was it.
Well, it seemed to get the release the pressure off himself, which in turn.
Did you see the smile?
Sorry?
Did you see his smile after it?
Yeah, mate, he's always smiling.
it just meant everything to him, though. You could just see. Yeah, he's hurting. He's hurting. His body's hurting.
It was a release of pressure, and you could feel that he was a lot more comfortable, and then it sort of followed on to the rest of them.
Yeah. And I tell you what, Tom Williamson in the back line, he's your unsung hero right there. He just takes the game on every time, doesn't take a backward step. And look, last week I think I commented saying SPS is soft. Tonight he put his head over the pill, and I tell you what, And it goes for him and for the whole playing group. A mindset is a wonderful thing. And it's amazing what you can do when you set it correctly. Because at the start of the game, we just came out a little bit lackluster. But after we were down, we just fought our way back. And I think Jad, said character. We just show so much character compared to your Melbournes and Essendons.
We didn't roll over.
After I just don't understand how it takes 7 goals for us to, switch. And we were screaming out fatigue to make some moves. He made those bloody moves, and we won the game from it.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Well, thanks for joining. Good to have you on after a win.
Yep. Hopefully it's it's a more regular thing after a win.
Mate. Look forward to it. See you, mate. Lucky.
How we going, mate? Mate, I'm still in my fucking KFC work gear. I come home at I come home, turn the telly on. It's fucking 43-4, and I'm thinking this is a nice way to spend my fucking Tuesday night watching us get smashed by the Swans. But then we fucking demolished them.
Well, we got it done, mate. End of the day,
It's classic gone. They tease us. They fucking tease us. I tell you what. Where was that all year from SPS? Fucking breaking the lines, getting those kicks out of defense perfectly, making the switch. Fuck, he's a good player. Just need to see more.
Look, I think the comment was made during the week, like whether he's playing as a defender, whatever it is, he just didn't have energy and spark, and he didn't sort of try and create, run, and get the 1-2s. I thought he did that. I thought even Doherty did that at times tonight. But Samo, obviously, and I said it before, we love him. We don't want to criticize him. We want to be happy for him, and he's got to earn that. And now that he's done it, mate, we're going to come at him. We're going to love him, get around him, and hopefully it's a bit of a monkey off the back, and then he can, finish the season on a good note.
Yeah, 100%. I think him getting dropped was a real, mindset changer for him. Like, oh shit, I got to step up now because there's other players coming in. Because if I fuck up, we got depth behind us. I know Paulson isn't exactly depth, but it was just a real wake-up call for him, I thought, which was good, really good for him. But fuck. When Matty Cottrell kicked that goal, I was I was going off, mate. I was going fucking off. It was crazy. It's fucking brilliant.
I love it, mate. Love it. Thanks for joining, hey? Great to chat with you.
All right. See you later, mate.
See you, legend. Thank you to Nicholas Jarman and Stu O'Loughlin have joined in. It's SPS for PM. Yo, power couple in the building.
Buggers! All right, let's get real for a sec. I have a few apologies to make.
Yep.
During the week, I have heavily criticised both our captains. During the week, I have heavily criticised our coach. Our coach and our captains, but mostly our coach, won us that game tonight. We were 7 goals down, a complete aberration, a complete disgrace, just woeful first quarter and a half. Someone said it before, Petrevski-Seton moved from halfback just up half a line even. It was kind of between a wing and halfback he was playing. Totally changed the game. Tom de Koning in the ruck ends up with 10 contested possessions and 5 clearances. I thought he was sensational. There's an unsung hero for you. And just the movement around the forward line, another unsung hero. I was giving him shit for the first half, but by the end of the game, I realised Casbolt's relief ruck was pretty good. He ends up with 6 marks and a goal and 13, 14 possessions and stuff. These unsung heroes all rely on confidence. And a few rockets up the arse of a guy like Petrevski-Seton, dropping him, bringing him back into the side, makes all the difference.
Yeah.
We shouldn't have had to come back from 7 goals down. But someone again said it before, character, being willing to shove the rocket up someone's ass, like a Petrevski-Seton. Fisher a couple of weeks ago got one and he's responded really well. That, in a nutshell, is why I don't have severe doubts over the likes of Paddy Dow, because I know that it'll come. I thought they were pretty brave tonight, I got to say. We're playing with Sydney aren't great. we're not going to get ahead of ourselves and pretend we just beat a top 4 side or anything. They're pretty undermanned. Any forward line with Sam Reid still running around, they're going to struggle. But you can only beat the team you beat, and a bloke called Papley, who we're willing to trade away draft picks and pay $1 million for, just kicked 1 point on Plowman, and Plowman smacked his ass. So
there's another unsung hero who, for whatever reason, doesn't get the plaudits when
no one's mentioned
he...
Plowman yet.
No.
Oh, bullshit. Okay, Lockie Plowman. I would get on my knees in front of that man right now. Sorry. No, but I would. He smacked his ass. If you saw Plowman lose a contest, you saw something different than me. I didn't see him lose one single contest all night. Was willing to leave his man, spoiled from behind, even took 1 or 2 intercept marks. He's not much of an intercept marker and stuff. Took a really good contested mark. I thought Plowman was outstanding. He's in my votes. For me, I'd go Walsh 3, Petrevsky 2, and Plowman 1. Wiedering really stiff to miss out. He ends up with 12 marks or something, Wiedering. But I thought Plowman was outstanding. I'm surprised to hear that no one else had mentioned him earlier.
Yeah, he's just one of those players. Mish, what about you? What happened in your existence? What was going on?
I was very quiet this game.
Okay.
I kind of just want to win now. I don't want to just sit here and the scores are level. I'm just over it. These close wins. Just have a 5-goal lead and stick to that. No more heart attacks. No more sweating, checking how long's left. Just win. I mean, I'm happy.
Yeah, of course. Mark came on before and he told us that 8 of the games we've played. So this is round 16. We had a bye, so we played 15 games. Yeah. 8 of the 15 that we've played have been decided by 10 or less, I think is what he said.
Yeah,
that's not good. That's not good for our health. No.
No, not at all.
But can you imagine if we were at the games? It's probably even more stressful.
Yeah, no. That's still it still hurts to think about that.
Yeah, I shouldn't have said that. What a dampener.
Next year, mate.
Matty Cottrell, we're back on track.
Yeah.
We've heard during the week a few people, there's rumours going around that Simo isn't going to be offered another contract. Who's going to take that spot? I know we've got depth in that position and stuff, but if Simpson can't offer something to our team like another line coach or to the reserves even, he's on 340 games tonight. You've got to, even if you drag the bloke to 350, surely he earns it.
Yeah. I mean, look, he actually played fairly well tonight, I thought. I thought he
was willing to put his head over it when no one else was
at
times.
Yeah, he has those moments which are now Simo moments.
But he's still giving up a spot in the list. But if you have to drag him to 350 even, it's, what have we got? 4 players have ever played 300. Now let's drag another one to 350. He's not exactly the 40th best player on our list or anything. Surely there's others to go before him.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've just heard rumours. I'm not spoiling anything. I've just heard rumours during the week that he's going to be one of the ones maybe cut. I just reckon you've got to lose your spot in the 22 before you get cut. I don't know. Maybe it's me.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think it's a good point. I mean, Newman's going to come back in at some point, but I think, I think I'd like to see him.
Yeah, but I don't know. I just reckon one of them's got to actually take that spot before. In a year where you're going to have shortened lists, leadership adds double. And we've been saying how much we cry out for leadership. Well, don't go cutting it.
Yeah, no, love it. Guys, love your work. Have a great evening. I'm sure you will.
Cunnabaggers.
Brad.
What's going on?
Mate, happy times are going on. The fans are happy. The club's happy. The players are happy. Winning is the most important thing. We started shithouse, but here we are.
Yep. I just think back to the Melbourne game, and I just think 7 goals. But I think what with us is, I feel like the heart attacks and all this. I think we're really good when it comes to momentum. Not the other team. I mean us. We kick one and we kick another, and then I think when it comes to clearance, I think in the center, we just somehow find a goal. Thinking back to that Doggies game that we lost last year, And I think that momentum, and I think that's what we're good with, and we just find the way to find momentum in a game.
Yeah, I mean, we fight. We fight.
Yeah.
Sometimes we're not good enough. Sometimes it doesn't work out. But we haven't really been blown out in terms of at the final siren. We haven't lost by 6, 7 goals. So, yeah, that's the main thing. We showed ticker. We were down and out, but we found a way to get back in the game. In a game that we needed to, we needed to win tonight.
We had to win that one, I reckon, because
Yeah.
Sydney are not like a top 4 side, and they're a little bit below us. But I feel like we had to win that one. We got to win next week. Not too concerned about Brisbane, but it'll be nice to win it, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Awesome. Well, great chatting with you.
You too.
Have a
Chat
good one.
next week.
For sure, brother. Take care. Who have we got next? Joe!
For everyone watching, I sent Terry a message in the second quarter saying you can forget your wrap up this week. If they're not going to give me any effort, I'm not giving them any effort. And that was quickly followed after Cottrell's goal by a scratch that, and that was it. So, mate,
So for those of you at home who don't know who Joe is, this is Joe Adamo, who does all the write-ups for the preview and the review. So welcome. And I was, that's exactly what happened. You gave up, mate. And I was going to write back to you and say, I was going to write back to you and say, it's all good, mate. Don't stress whenever you got time. But I think we might get a wrap-up tomorrow.
You'll get a wrap-up, don't worry, especially after that one. But, mate, this team just why, even after kicking the winner through Cottrell, why did we have to sit there and watch Louis Taylor have a shot at goal to level it? Like, can it not be easy at any point for us supporters just to go, I think we've got this? Does it have to go to the last second every single time? Kill it. 10 years off my life this year, just through this season, I think.
There's a magic. There's I don't know what the word I'm looking for. It's like magic. There's something that's not real. It's always got to be extra dramatic with our club. Wins, losses, whatever it is. It's always got to be. It can never just be a bad loss. It can never be a good win. There's always got to be some sort of a fucking twist.
It's ridiculous. Mate, if I'm looking at stats, I mean, Walshy clearly best on ground. 9 marks, 25 touches, 600 meters gained, 84% disposal efficiency, 10 score involvement, 6 inside 50s. The kid's a gun. Like I said during last week's wrap up, that it's actually deplorable that a second-year player is our best player. But at the same time, like, if you're a supporter of every other club and you're watching this kid week in, week out, you'd be seething that you didn't get an opportunity at the draft to take him, because he's you just know what he's going to be. You know what he's going to be by the time he reaches 100 games, let alone 200 or 250. He's I think someone said before, we all thought Cripps was going to be the one that's going to win a Brownlow. It's Walshy. Has to be after what we've seen.
He wills himself.
14.
Yeah, go on.
Go, mate.
No,
go.
I was just going to say he will. No, I was going to say he just wills himself contest to contest.
Crazy the amount of work rate the kid's got. And he played 89% time on ground again. He does that week in, week out. For a midfielder, that is insane, especially at his age. Weeders, don't need to touch on him. Does the same thing every week. Clearly in the best again. TDK, before I get to Cripps, and I'm going to show a lot of man love to Cripps, but TDK, like, he's really come on in a very, very short amount of time, that kid. I remember watching him in the VFL 2 seasons ago, and he couldn't run for more than 5 minutes without blowing up. This kid's he's got a tank, and at ground level, he is probably the cleanest ruckman that we've got. And that's saying a lot considering Cruz's second and third efforts at ground level. Showed a lot tonight, took a couple of big grabs, very, very clean at his feet for a big man. So I'm excited about him. Cripper, how long have we waited for that from Cripps? Honestly, it wasn't a big game. It was 17 disposals. It wasn't his biggest game by any means. but it was those moments. Like, we have been calling for that all season. He's had those opportunities, I reckon, 6 times throughout this season in a game that's been close, that would have turned the tide, given us momentum. Kicks that goal from 30. I said to my missus, I said, he misses them from 30 out directly in front. He'll kick this. 100% he'll kick this. And he did, because it's just what he does. He just has to leave us on edge all the time. Thankfully, he got it done. That tackle on Kennedy was amazing. Those 2 moments, he's had those moments in so many close games. And if he executes those moments when we need him to, results go our way. Evidently. And you saw that for what it was tonight with the momentum. McGovern's an interesting one, mate. And I know we've got big love for Jones, but he's really doing my head in the last couple of weeks with some decision making. For me, Jones, he's getting into his 30s soon. Gov's project up forward really doesn't seem to be working. What would your thoughts be on a switch down back? He's played there before for the Crows.
I think we're moving towards it as the weeks go on, if I'm honest. I think we're working towards it. I want to get around him. At halftime he had 2 pressure acts, statless. People will say that he straightens us up, but what does that actually mean? Like, what does that actually mean? What does that mean? He straightens us up, and is that enough? I don't know. I don't want to get too negative, but it's an issue for sure. Yeah,
agree. He's got the hands for it. He just doesn't have the impact up forward enough and for long enough in games. So I think it's definitely something we need to trial at some point.
Yeah.
I don't know. Finally, mate, just to finish off, like, games like that just show where we're at mentally. Like, last week was so weak. When we're leading and we're in front, if a team kicks 1 goal and the pressure lifts, we just collapse. But for some reason, and it's happened time and again under Teague, and finally we got a win out of it. If we're 7 goals down, we look like a better side, and there's more belief that we can win it. And I just don't understand the mentality. I don't understand how, if you can just start like that, why can you not finish that? And if finals are out of the question, if we're going to have any impact next season, if we're serious as a club, that has to be number 1, other than the inside 50 entries, which I'll touch on in the wrap up again, because it's just deplorable. But I think if you go from last week, where we had 1 goal from 42 inside 50s, we ended up at 1 goal from our last 62 inside 50s at one point tonight. If you combine the 2 games, it's not good enough. But mentally, if we're serious about being the club that we want to be, that needs to be addressed ASAP, because next week against the Crows, I've seen how they've played the last couple of weeks. They got Brad Crouch back. They're looking okay, and it's at Adelaide Oval. It's a danger game. It is a genuine danger game. So that's it from me, mate. Go Blues. Wow.
Love it, mate. Love your work. Looking forward to reading your wrap up tomorrow.
Thank you, mate. Take care.
See you, legend. Love it. Another one.
Mate,
Joey.
Never in doubt.
Oh,
Never in doubt.
Here he is.
I'm back. I'm back. Had a little break after the Fremantle game just to sort of calm down a bit, but I'm back. I mean, I didn't have the reaction tonight to Cottrell's goal, but I was going off. But
Mate, you are etched in Blue Abroad history with your Jack Nudes celebration.
No, I thought it was a really good game tonight for the guys who are under pressure, bar McGovern.
Yeah.
I thought our leadership group as a whole really stood up tonight. And Samo obviously had a big game. Willow played pretty well too. Cottrell stood up, big moment. So I thought that was really good to see. Because 39 points down, we had to show that character that we have shown in the past. But it was good to see it again.
100%, man. Yeah, I the thing about tonight was it was ugly at times. It was gritty, and then in the fourth quarter, even the commentators were saying it. This is a really it's so strange. There were just mistakes and fumbles, and it was like basically who's going to be the lesser shit side to win this game.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
Then it was then there was all of a sudden this like unbelievably courageous, heroic moment from Cottrell, and it was like amongst all this crap, there was this beautiful moment,
And it was ridiculous that it came from him too. I just did not expect it from him, and he was the one who stepped up. I mean, it was really good to see though. I didn't think he was going to go back and kick it either, but glad he did. But I just wanted to say too, last guy I mentioned, McGovern, when he was playing all right before he got injured, he was playing more like a sort of center attacking mid role, sort of similar to what you'd see in soccer, where he wouldn't be the guy who was going to kick a bag of goals, but he would be that link between the midfield and the forwards. And he'd be running up the ground a lot more. And I've noticed that he doesn't do that as much because that was how he was getting really involved. So I just thought that it'd be good to see him doing a bit more of that again before we really consider moving him back. So, yeah.
Yep. No, that's a fair enough comment, mate. And it's welcomed. So, yeah, great to have you on, mate. Great to speak to you again.
Cheers, mate. Cheers.
See you, brother.
See ya.
Have a good one. Plowman. Yo, what's up, man?
Not much. I haven't been on here before, so I might get a bit stage fright or whatever you call it.
Nah, don't be silly, mate. It's just you and me having a private conversation. No one else is watching.
Oh, good. No. Yeah, I was pretty happy in the end. Like, one guy I want to talk about, which I know a guy I talked about before, is Plowman. I've bagged him a bit through this year, worrying about him not being in the side after Newman coming back. And I watched him when he was a kid before he got drafted. And tonight he did that exact stuff. I just feel like they had him going up the ground and running off and trying to get that ball. And I'm just don't think they should have had him playing that lockdown role the whole time. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, no. That's fair enough. That's very fair enough. I think, it's hard because we, as fans, when we watch, we sort of want everyone to stand out at some point and we want everyone to be a star. It can be a little hard to accept a role player like Jack Noon's case in point. He plays a very important role that we don't really know, hasn't really defined, and he's copped a little bit of criticism.
They're the blokes that win your games, though, because they just give that 100% effort and put their head over the footy in 110%, and that's what we needed. That's what we lacked, those hard bodies like Nunes. That's why I reckon we brought him in, because he's not like your A grader, but he just gets it done every week, and they're the guys that don't get as much recognition. But yeah, I really like where we're going at the moment, and I got to obviously give credit to Buddy. If Wiedering doesn't get All Australian, I'm actually going to cry because, I know Harris Andrews, I'm not bagging him, he's good, but I reckon Wiedering just plays your good fullback. He's just man on man all the time. Doesn't run off his man and get cheap disposals. They're all really good disposals, and I just love him, what he does back there.
Yep. Fair enough, mate. No, I like your comments for sure. Thanks for coming on. Appreciate it.
No, thank you, Terry.
Have a great one, man. Have a good night. See you, mate. Tyler.
Hey, Terry. How you going, mate?
Mate, I'm bloody fantastic. How are you?
Yeah, really good. Just like to say, first time on the show as well, but I'd like to say I love your channel, mate. Always tune in all the time. Great channel. But
good to have you a part of it, mate.
Tonight, yeah, thank you. First thing tonight, holy crap. I can't believe it. I'm just you can't keep on doing this to us. Like, wow. Like I said in one of your posts tonight that this was another it reminded me last year of Carlton versus Brisbane, where we were, I think, at some point 34 points down, and then it was just after Bolton was the game that Bolton was sacked. After Bolton was sacked and Teggy came in, I went, hang on, we came back, and I thought, hang on, I don't know. I had this belief that we had this opportunity to really come back, and wow, I was glad to find out that we actually won. So. I actually did miss the last bit of the game because I was on the phone to my girlfriend.
What was she doing, taking you away from that beautiful moment?
I don't know, mate. But no,
mate, we need to have a word. We need to have a word with her.
Yeah, no. She's a Sydney supporter, so she's not too happy at the moment. But she used to be Carlton. I'm trying to get her back into the fold. But No, a hell of a game. Got to say, Walsh, absolute incredible. Wiedering, wow, what a pick, what a player. He has to be All Australian, as Plowman just said. He's got to be All Australian this year. If he's not, then that's ridiculous. But also Plowman, the player, of course. Plowman was absolutely incredible, and wow, like just to me, Carlton has changed so much this year in comparison to last year. We are attacking, but I'll especially love the transition from defense to attack. It is quick, and more importantly, especially when we go in the corridor, it makes it like a really amazing to watch. So I'm really, really happy with how the boys are going. Looking forward to next year, but definitely improved. And the fans got to take away this year that this is a side that is coming, and it's coming strong. And I tell you what, I cannot wait to watch these boys absolutely take it away. I really cannot wait for next year. Really looking forward to it, mate.
All right, I think we've lost Terry.
Oh no!
Hang on, we'll try and bring you back. Thanks for that, Tyler. I'm going to bring someone else in just quickly. Have a good night, buddy.
Yeah, you too, mate. Thank you so much.
See ya. Bringing in Big H. What happened there? Oh, there he is. I found Terry.
Mate, I'm here. I clicked the button by accident and out I was. That was hilarious. The beauties of live
I was
television.
distracted. How long was Tyler going on his own for?
About 40 seconds, mate. He did a really good job.
Oh, shit. I'll put my hand up for that.
It's
I was
all good,
working on
brother.
something else at the same time.
It's all good, mate. Big H.
How you going, Tez?
Mate, I'm good. I'm back, but I'm good. What's happening?
That's good. I was just got a few notes. I was like, how good has Doc been the last couple of weeks? Like last week and this week again, he did a crucial moment where he did that tackle when they got over the back and Blakey just smashed Blakey to the ground. And then also another key moment was when Walsh, they were kicking it out of our forward line, and Walsh just hit it and he toe poked it to Fish and just made another, just another scrap instead of them getting it clear out the back and stuff.
Yeah. Look, no, it's important because we questioned our captains and we wanted them to stand up in moments. And I think you're right about Doc. I think he's been doing it over the last 2 weeks in particular, as he should be, because I think we've got to be a little patient with them because they're learning how to be leaders now and be winners. And it's going to take some time. There's going to be more frustrations, I feel like, along the way. But the main thing is we've just got to find a way to win.
And you saw Cripsy, he shanked that kick when he kicked it. He was meant to kick it to Cottrell or someone. He shanked it, but he went the next second and slammed Kennedy to the ground, and he just made up for it instantly.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Who was your best player on the night?
Oh, it's definitely Walsh.
Yeah, he's a special kid, isn't he?
And Wiedering.
Yeah.
I was also going to say, how bad is it? Martin did his calf again.
Yeah, I know. I don't know how serious it is. I haven't read any of the post-game reports. I hope it's not too serious, but a calf is usually a 2 to 3 weeks, so that could be the rest of the year for him. But next man up. That's the way it's got to be.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, mate.
Awesome, mate. Great having you on.
Nice.
See you later. Sam.
How good was that? I've got a big smile today.
No, it's good, mate. It's good to see it.
A lot easier, these little wins like that. But we're so resilient as a club. Just impressive every time. And to come back like that, I have a theory. We seem to play better when we're down by a good margin. The momentum that comes back, I don't know. For some reason, I feel like we play better like that, which I guess is not a bad thing, but it would be nice to be the opposite, like able to defend off a lead if we had a big one, like we did in the Dogs game. Just impressive to see. And I think it leaves the big gap open to finish off the year strongly, I hope. I know there's all these murmurs about a slight chance about finals, but I think we'll park that for next year because I really think we're going to be in it next year if we get a clean run without injuries and Big Charlie comes back in. It's going to look really nice, and I think it's a big strength that it's going to be hard to pick the 22. I think that's really good. We'll have some depth coming into next year, and Cottrell. I mean, the clutch moment. As much as you love to have, the Crippers and the like get those moments, for a young guy like that, that's been blue in his blood all his life, I think that's really good. And a big moment for the young guys because they go, oh, that could be me, This is not a big moment just for the big guns. This is chance for everyone. So, no, good, happy to see. I'm hoping we can finish off the season on a big high and look forward to the preseason for next year.
Love it, mate. Love your thoughts. I echo your sentiments. Thank you for joining.
No worries.
Have a good night.
Have a good one.
See you, legend. Have a great one. That was a great monologue, Mr. Mr. Johnny
Big
Allen.
fella. How you going? Come on, you got to sing it with me. You got to sing it with me, brother. Call Mr. Plow. That's my name. That name again is Mr. Plow. And what a great job he did. What a great job he did. He was fantastic. I want to talk about Matty Cottrell, though. And another number 46 who didn't mind a celebration, my man, Davey Ellard. That was just so exciting to see that again. But I said this year when Matty Cottrell played his first game that there was something about him. He looks like Mitch Robinson. He's a little mung. He's got that. And we need that. Diesel talked about it yesterday with Paddy Dow and stuff like that. And I just see something in him like that, and that horror little ranger, little kid kicking the stones down the street at 5 years old, annoying everyone. He's it. I just think he could be it. He had a pretty dirty game tonight, I thought, but I love that passion. I love what he potentially is going to bring, and he could be our next Mitch Robinson. Take that one to the bank, Tegger. The other thing I like, absolutely, and that moment he did. The commentators called it beautifully. Eyes only for the ball, leapt, just read it so well, and didn't care what was around him. And so he got the spoils, and he was a hero of the game, and that was fantastic. Also love TDK. I mean, I'm a massive fan. We've had TDK on the radio show twice now because we love the way he talks. Well, I can tell you now, I'm loving the way he walks. He's walking tall, and he's playing with confidence, and he's getting better every week. And he is our future. There's no doubt about it in the ruck. And he's obviously been learning well and listening well to Cruz and all these other guys around him. So well on the TDK. Love Matty Owi's first game. Murph again, he's proving the doubters wrong. And there wasn't too much not to like. We all hated that first half, particularly the first quarter. But after that, the guys did wake up, and they all contributed well after that. We obviously have to address that. And and the goal kicking, we should be absolutely munting some of these sides, mate. But I love that win tonight. A lot of passion. What do you think, Tegger? What do you think, mate? Tell me.
It probably took me about 40 minutes to feel the win because I was just so stressed. They put me under so much stress, and the anger was there, and the frustration and all of that was there. And then I'm obviously very happy with the win. But by the time the win happened, it's like I had been through an entire movie, and it had been like a 3-hour journey, like a big ass road trip, and I was just drained. But I'm wrapped because for me, I just want to see wins. I think winning breeds winning. When you see Cottrell stand up in moments, when you see Tom De Koning lift, like I didn't expect to see that from him in a game. You could almost excuse him for not doing that because you could maybe make the argument that he's not ready to take the game by the scruff of the neck. But I thought he did it in the fourth, after the 5-day break and all that. I know that he was an inclusion, but I'm happy that it was those two. I'm happy that I'm talking about those two. I'm happy that there's something to work with moving forward because these are guys that weren't playing last year. and there was a bit of an unknown. So I'm happy. I'm not totally satisfied yet until we start playing finals football, but I'm a happy boy.
I'll let you go, but before I do, just quickly on TDK, you look at that game against Nick Nat. Nick Nat eventually got on top of him. He was tippy-tapping it around and everything else. But you know what? He didn't stop TDK. He showed heart. He kept going. He learnt from it. And against the Swans, who relied on for ruckman, Sinclair was a very good ruckman in the day at West Coast, etc., etc. But he took over that. He dominated that around the ground, on the ground, at ground level. I just love this game. I'm excited about him. I hope everyone else enjoyed the game. Hello to everyone out there. Get on to your next guy. It's great to be back on social media. I've had a little 2-week hiatus. It's good to be back.
You had
it's
a break,
really good to be
mate?
back. I did have a little bit of a break, Tigger. But guess what, buddy? I'm back. I've had therapy. Everything's good. Love
It's
your
good
work.
to have
Love
you
your
on,
work.
mate. Thanks, brother.
Yeah,
Have a great one. See you, legend. Johnny Allen, absolute
Hey.
all-time great. Yo, Ads, what's up?
Hey Terry, how's it going?
Good, mate. How you doing?
Yeah, not bad. Obviously very happy with the win. Just want to have a quick shout out to Tom DeConning. It's been said here a lot, but I thought was like a sensational. He's really matured now in terms of the way he's playing. Obviously still a young boy, but like that last quarter, he really stepped up, I thought. And like obviously we all knew, the potential's there, but I was actually getting text messages from a few of my mates, like Geelong supporter, Bulldogs. They were just saying like, that Tom DeConning guy, he's going to be something special. Like even other supporters are saying like this kid's got genuine talent. So I feel that's really, really good for Tom DeConning. Also Sam Walsh, 25 disposals, 600 metres gained in shorter quarters. He probably could have had 800 metres or 700 in a normal game. He was unbelievable. It's been said here a lot, that draft, everyone's, redoing that draft. He's at 7. He's definitely top 2. Like, I'll take bias out. From a neutral standpoint, it's out of him and Bailey Smith for one. You could probably flip a coin, but there's no way he's 7th. The kid, he's better than Rankin, the King twins. Unbelievable by him. What were your thoughts?
Oh, man, I'm just happy. I'm going to I just said it before to John. He asked me as well. Character, grit, determination. Could have very easily given up. They could have all had the mindset of season's dead. We're not playing finals. So I'm just happy that they found a way. That's the main thing. Yeah.
Well, we're still like I don't want to mention it, but we're still mathematically, a chance. But like I don't want to think about it because the boys they let me down the last 2 weeks. But tonight was a good, just a good refresher. Get the 4 points and move on.
100%, mate. Appreciate your thoughts. Have a good one.
Good on, Terry.
See you, Ledge. Oh, finally got him. Josh Clevs.
How you going, Terry?
Mate, I'm good. It's good to have you on, mate. Talk to me about Sydney finishing on top of us.
Oh, man. That first quarter when I messaged you and you were like, they've just come out and they've just shown, like, they didn't, like, granted, a few of Sydney's goals were just when things are not going your way and some of the goals they were getting, and we had 2 touched on the line and we were just bombing it in and they were just marking everything. And we didn't deserve to be 7 goals down, but the way, like, in the first, that they didn't show any passion. We were messaging and we were like, what is this? Like, they didn't look like interested, as you said. They didn't look like they cared. And just that when Patrick Cripps kicked the goal, I was like, fucking hell, this is something we could have, like, even though it was early in the game, I was like, Cripps has actually kicked one. We could fucking, this is a miracle. What can happen now? But, oh man, I remember us talking at the start and we're like, they've shown nothing. And when things are looking bad, like the last 2 games and we've just bottled it, and then we start the game like that, I was like, where is the heart? Where is the passion? Imagine we lost to Sydney, who are a bottom 5 side, what would have happened in the media. But yeah, to come back the way we did. And I told you that we should be playing Lockie O'Brien instead of Cottrell. I told you.
Well, how'd that go tonight?
Yeah.
I don't know if Lockie O'Brien would have taken that mark, to be honest.
definitely not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man,
Awesome.
it's just a rock. If we had lost that, yeah. I tried to come on. I've been waiting in the waiting room for ages, but yeah, it's good to get on.
No, I appreciate you coming on, mate. Thanks for waiting, and I'll speak to you, I'm sure, tomorrow morning.
Just quickly, Terry, before I head off, I just want to say 2 quick things. Everyone in the media needs to apologise to Sam Walsh. Like that, he had the best first year ever from a first year player, and people were still bagging him. Last year, he won the Rising Star easily. There was no competition. This year, he played like 2 bad games at the start, and everyone's like, "Oh, Rank and Rosie, they're not even in the same conversation." And just another thing as well, if you told me last year that a St Kilda reject and Matty Cottrell, who'd never even played for the club, were going to kick 2 match-winning goals in 2020, I would have been like, what? So it's just crazy.
It's a beautiful thing about sport, isn't it? You just never know.
Yeah, I'll let you go now. Have a good one, mate.
All right, legend. Take care of yourself. See you later. Ja Millionaire.
Hey, Terry. Thank you, Terry. Also, I hope you get a bit of love in the YouTube comments. Thank you so much for me personally getting us through those hard losses. The Blue Abroad YouTube channel has got me through so much. It's taken a few days after the weekend, a lot of the time, to really have to suffer down those losses. But goddamn, this was a good one.
It was, mate. It was a performance that we can be proud of because the boys showed heart, ticker, character. They could have very easily folded, but they kept that belief.
They really did. I really enjoyed seeing it. After seeing Sydney in the last game they played, I was really worried about how hard and how consistently they would keep going all game. But God, it was good to see our boys keep going.
Yeah. Who was your best on ground?
Best AFL player ever? Sorry, Terry, I misheard you. Sam Walsh. Glad to see him in the centre as well. I saw their team selection beforehand. I thought he was out on the wing. But to see him in the centre, even though he got that tackle on him and he got called for holding the ball, I don't know. He's on another level, man. Whenever he touches that ball, it's just straight greatness.
Yeah. We are very, very blessed to have him at the club.
Absolutely. And also, I'm not sure what was going on with Mark Murphy's injury that I saw late in the game, but it's nice to see. I get kind of sick of, and I don't want to differentiate the people watching this, make it controversial, but I get sick of people hating on Mark Murphy and Sam Petrescu-Seaton. I might be a bit biased because at one point in time, the Northern Territory Cowboy was, and still is, one of my favourite players, but he did really well today, and I was really happy to see him play like a star.
Yeah, for sure. For sure, mate. Well, thanks for joining. Thanks for waiting. And I look forward to chatting to you in the DMs.
Thanks, Harry. Keep the belief alive, my G.
See you, brother. Kano, how's it going, mate?
Not too bad. How are you?
Mate, I'm fucking up and about. That's how I am.
Yeah, same here.
What'd you think?
I thought it was a pretty good game. We played pretty much for 3 quarters.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think my top 3 for today's game, I think, were Walsh, Wiedering, and Plowman.
Plowman did a very, very important job on Papley, who is a star, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a star. And I think the thing with Plowman is he plays on the best forward, one of the best forward for the other team, and he usually plays very good.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's true, and you know the reality is he sometimes can make mistakes, and sometimes because he plays on dangerous forwards and he's in a defensive 50, if you make a mistake in defensive 50, it can be very costly. But No, I thought he was great. I mean, Papley, we knew coming in that he's very dangerous, very lively. So yeah, I'm with you, Kano. I think it was good. What do you think of the big fella, Tom de Koning?
Oh God, I love him. I can see a bit of Timmy English in him.
Yeah, he even. Can I just say, I reckon he's got a bit of Matty Cruiser in him with the ground level work.
Yes, he's getting better at that each week as he goes too. So
yeah, awesome, mate. Yeah, great chatting with you. Hope you enjoy. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, go. I was to say another player who I think doesn't get a lot of recognition is Jackie Nunes. That goal kick to get us back in the game as well in the third quarter was just great.
Yeah, nah, you're spot on. You're spot on. I echo those sentiments, my man.
Yeah. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right, Ledge. Take care of yourself.
See you guys.
See you, mate. Love it. Love Kano.
My boy's
Nick Collier.
on. G'day.
He's on. What up, bruv?
What's going on, mate?
Just sitting here enjoying the win.
Yeah, beauty.
What about you?
Reckon finals chances?
Look, let's just get through Adelaide and I think we've learned our lesson, mate. As soon as we start talking finals, things go a little different.
Yeah, always happens, doesn't it?
Yeah. What do you think?
Yeah.
What do you think of the game?
I didn't actually get a chance to watch it. I was busy.
Busy doing what?
I was watching the 2010 grand final.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which one?
The draw.
Yeah, it was a good one. Yeah. Well, mate, you have a good one. And go the fucking Dom Sheeds, eh?
Pardon?
Shad, get him off, bruv.
Oh no.
Few technical difficulties there, Terry.
Mate, you got to weed them through when the little smart asses try to come on. I'm not going to get fucking played.
Absolutely.
What's happening, Paolo?
Third time lucky for me, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. We glass half empty or glass half full after that. A lot of talking points, eh?
You can't enjoy the win, as much as you want to.
You really can't, mate. I literally sat there the whole game watching it on my laptop. I was just sat in silence for the whole game. I didn't know whether to cry. I didn't know whether to laugh. I didn't know whether to. Oh yeah, it's mixed emotions, mate. But I think that's just been encompassing of our whole year, basically. You look at the Geelong game and you think, Jesus Christ, we're so bloody close. Maybe a few more recruits and we can go to that next level. And then you have games like the Hawthorn one and games like that, and you just think to yourself, Jesus, bloody hell, we're far off. And then the GWS game last week. But look, I think the positive talking points are a few. Like, I think Lachie Plowman was the absolute standout tonight. I know Walsh we know is going to be that type of player for us, for years to come. I think, he's going to be the star player. But Lachie Plowman, he was unbelievable tonight. Absolutely unbelievable. Did he? I don't think he lost a one-on-one contest, did he?
If he did, I didn't see it.
Yeah, I mean, and I think what showed a lot about him is that the fact that he bounced back from that poor performance against Jaden Stevenson, a couple of weeks ago in the Collingwood game. So I think that shows a bit of character about the man, which is a positive for him, because I think a lot of people question his intensity at the contest as well. And he's got the nice boy face. He's someone you probably want your daughter to bring home, someone that you'd want your daughter to marry. But he showed a bit of he was gilt-edged tonight. He was really calm and composed in some situations where you thought, in the past he might have fluffed up, he might have been caught, he might have disposed of the ball, might have turned it over, but he was really calm under pressure tonight. So very, very positive for him. And Tom de Koning, I mean, geez, have we found a beauty there or what?
Unbelievable, man! What he did in that fourth quarter, I I said it before. There was a few people that spoke about him before. Like, I'm okay if he just competes, and I'm just sort of giving him the rest of the season to just enjoy it and get amongst it and get a feel for it. But he led. Dare I say it? He led.
Yeah, and I think the beauty about it too is that Cripper, he kicked that goal that that you were all talking about prior. But I think the fact that he's not having a major influence on games is not that it's a positive. Obviously, we want him to be at his best, but the fact that other guys are stepping up, and it's about your moment. Cripps had his moment in that last quarter where he had Mackay on out the back and he fluffed the kick, but it's about your moment. Cottrell steps up, takes his moment, kicks his goal. He didn't have the biggest influence on the game, but again, he had the match-winning influence, and that's what matters. And it's great that a young kid's done it as well. That's what I think is a big positive too. Look, the opposition, I think, they're a young developing team, Sydney. I think, they were a bit inferior on the night and we were pretty poor early, obviously. But, obviously, given my, history at the club with the Northern Blues, TDK was someone that just stood out from the very first game that he played down in the VFL. That big, rangy, tall type, just jump and leap at the football, compete hard. And the only real knock on him, not really a knock, but just tank. That's all it was, really. And then obviously he hurt his knee in that preseason game against Richmond, and now we're starting to see the fruits of the full preseason, getting over the knee and starting to really become an AFL footballer.
What's his? What is he like? What's his ceiling? What could he be?
I don't think you can't cap these young, tall types, especially blokes who have that athleticism as well. And his disposal, that little short kick that he can pull off, mate, how many tall blokes can do that? You see tall blokes do that when they're when they're 6'6" or over, and they try and do that dinky little 25-meter kick, and you just oh no, don't try it, But he pulls it off with consummate ease, mate. And the fact that he's doing it so early in his career, I think is a testament to not only him, but I think the coach's ability to to back himself in and tell him, take that kick, Tom. If you're going for that 45-degree kick to really open up the play, mate, just take it. And he always looks for it too. He always looks for it, which is a positive too. So, and again, testament to what Josh Fraser did as a development coach in the Northern Blues, getting young Cottrell and TDK up and about, to be in this position for our football club. So kudos to them, and onwards and upwards for TDKs, looking the goods.
Love it, mate. I'm just happy that we can have this conversation after a win.
I know. Hopefully I'll come back and make a 2 from 2 next week, eh?
Absolutely, mate. Make sure you do. See you, brother. Have a good one.
Mate, you look tired.
Yeah, I'm a little bit. I'm weathering out, but I've got a few more to go, and then we'll wrap it up.
Through, mate. All right, we'll chat soon, my friend. Enjoy.
Awesome, mate. See you later. All right. Macca Henderson.
Hi.
Oh, shit's wacky. Riley Starray, mate. So before I let you talk, those of you at home who are watching, there was a moment, I think it was in the second quarter, we might have kicked our first or second goal. We were still getting smashed. The bloke in the crowd, the only bloke standing up with his two hands in the air was this guy right here. Riley, what's up?
Never in doubt, mate. Never in doubt. B. First off, who was that Nick Collier fucking idiot who you had on before?
I don't know. Some young kids looking for clout. All G.
Yeah, all G. But 1 down, 2 to go, mate. 1 down, 2 to go.
Your voice is finished.
Yeah, it's gone. I was questioning why I like football in the first quarter and a half. Then the momentum shifted. I actually think for the first time in a long time, we actually showed some genuine heart and maturity tonight to come back. Even the North game, and I sort of said at the time we showed maturity. I think that was probably as much opposition as us.
Yeah.
We wound them down, and we just went over the top of them. And I think, and I haven't been watching the chat tonight, I'll fully admit. But for me, what really made me emotional was that 21-year-old achieved his dream tonight, which I reckon he would have had when he was a youngster, kicking the goal for the club he loved to win the game. And that, I think that makes every Carlton fan emotional. It's just, yeah, really good.
There's a bit of all of us in him.
There is.
I messaged you before the game, and I said to you, you messaged me, I should say, and you said, I'm going to be there. I'm going to lead from the front in the crowd. And I messaged you to say, don't come home with a voice. And you haven't come home with a voice.
No, I haven't. What I thought tonight was really impressive, and I don't know what it was like for the view on the television, but halfway through the second quarter, you could certainly see there was a clear adjustment just in our positioning at stoppages, but also from ground level. But we just shut off corridor access, and that pleased me a lot. Was that because last couple of weeks when we played GWS and Collingwood, we sort of gave it to them. As soon as we shut that down, they just couldn't get the ball, and we willed the game back. And that's the first time we've done that in a while, and that really pleased me. I think one thing moving forward that I'm really concerned about is I don't think Harry McKay has any sense of confidence in his set shot goal kicking at all.
No. We need that back.
He does. I mean, he kicked 2 goals. I thought he was pretty good tonight, but it says a lot when you're kicking 25 out almost directly in front, you're snapping it. Really.
Yeah.
I thought, TDK was outstanding. I don't know if there's really a spot back for the rest of the year, unless necessary for Mark Picknett. It's just, we are a lot more dynamic when he's in the middle. And I think that Walsh was brilliant. Cripps played his first game that I thought was a Cripps game in quite a while.
Yeah.
He willed us home, and I was really pleased about it. I think Lockie Plowman, so much has been said, but he was outstanding. I don't think he lost a contest tonight. He said, I don't think he lost one. Perhaps he got over the back a couple of times, but that was sort of a switch over sort of thing from my eyes.
Yeah.
And he didn't make us pay. So it was mature.
Love it. Love it. It's good. It's good.
Need a belt Adelaide. No, need a belt Adelaide.
I'm happy they got their win out of the way today, so they can piss off and be happy with that, and we can put them away.
Yeah. Need to put them away, and then, well, I'm not going to say that word, but
don't.
I'm not, but we're alive.
Okay.
We're alive.
We will revisit this conversation.
We will.
All right, mate.
Ciao.
See you, Ledge. Take care. Macca.
Hey, mate. Sorry about earlier.
Oh, good. What's happening?
Just got a few quick questions for you. I'll rapid fire some of them off. So we've got Cripp's recent performance. What do you think about that?
Sorry, who's Crippers?
Yeah, Cripp's recent performance.
I thought he was good tonight. Yeah, I thought he played a better game. I thought he played a captain's game. He had his good moments. He kicked his damn goal, which was important.
Yeah, he did. Finally, not recently, he hasn't been the best, but he has showed he is the captain.
For sure.
Yeah.
I like this. This is
Jack. Pardon?
I said I like this. I like having you on and you asking me questions.
Yeah. I'm just looking for another opinion. Jack Martins, personally, I believe he's the best signed this year. What do you think?
Yeah, I think he's the best signing of all of the signings. Yeah, I think Pito's been important because of the ruck stocks, and we needed to make sure Tom got good development in him. But yeah, I think Jack Martin's been a ripper.
Yeah, 100%. And finally, I know that other dude said it earlier, but thoughts on the finals hopes?
I mean, mathematically they're possible, but I think what I have learned is I just need to focus on every game as it comes up. Because if you start talking about finals,
we got to come to Adelaide first, and then we'll see where it's going. Yeah.
Exactly right. So yes, they're alive, but very slim, and we need a lot of other results to go our way.
Definitely.
Awesome.
And
what do you think, mate?
Nick Colley's life matters.
Take it easy, Macca. You clout chasing dog.
Jeez, what a weird night.
Yeah, mate.
I told you
Young
earlier,
kids.
people were acting funny in the
Yeah.
pregame. People were just
Yeah.
the comments were going off. It was pretty funny, and I just
No,
had this
they're
feeling it'd be a weird night.
young kids wanting clout, man. This is the way. This is 2020. They see the wave, they want to jump it.
Yeah,
Shad,
there was a yes.
how you going, mate? How was that?
Good. Hey, we're still live, you know.
Yeah, I know, mate. It's 12:30 and we're still going.
Is it Scheidenhausen's? And you know what? We had about 350 people watching at the same time. Last week, 450. And it only dropped to 200 after 2 hours.
Oh, God.
So we still had 200 strong people watching after 2 hours. And you were pretty much looking like you're falling asleep.
Yeah, I'm starting to wither away. I'm not going to lie. I've got to get up nice and early tomorrow to film, but that's all right, mate. I feed off it.
Let's end this celebration for you.
Let's do it.
I've got to show you one. I've got to show you one picture quickly. I've
Go
got to
for
show
it.
you one picture. Hang on. Now let's get to it. Here it is. Boom. This is what I was working on when we left the poor lad talking on his own. He held it up pretty well, but I thought I'm gonna get some red lightning behind this dude.
It's photo of the year, mate.
The big red.
The big red truck. I love it.
We'll post. I have to post that on your Blue Abroad Facebook page.
I'll send it through to my editor and see if he approves.
All right, buddy.
All right, mate. See you later. And that's it, guys. Holy shit. It's 12:30. Thanks for joining. That was an amazing night. Mixed emotions, frustration, but we got the win. That's the most important thing. Thanks to everyone who tuned in. I don't know what you guys are still doing watching at 12:30 in the morning. But if you enjoy it, that's great. I love it. I love hearing all your voices. Even the Collingwood fans. I know you're chasing clout, but I know you don't have a fan channel that you can actually go to that does this sort of stuff, and you want to have, be a part of it. So that's okay. But yeah, thanks to everyone. Get some sleep. Enjoy the win. I'm going to get up nice and early tomorrow, do the videos before I get my other stuff done in my life, and we'll leave it there. I'm losing my mind. Go to the fucking bag.